muli sa ating mga kamatalino at kamatyaga. So ngayon pong araw na ito ay atin pong uunawain kung ano po ang simple interest. Kasama na din po dyan yung mga formula na gagamitin natin sa pag-compute ng simple interest. Pero bago po ang lahat, syempre kailangan muna nating malaman ano po ba ang simple interest. So i-define po muna natin ang simple interest. When interest on a deposit or loan is computed once, again po, once for the full term of the loan, it is called simple interest. Okay po? So meron po tayo ditong clue. Computed once for the full term of the loan. Okay? So paano po natin i-compute ang ating simple interest? So the simple interest is computed by multiplying the principal by the rate of the interest and the length of the time. Of what? Of deposit or loan. So, in symbol, we write I equals P times R times T. Okay po? So, meron din pong mga pagkakataon na ang atin pong principal amount or ang ating present value at ang ating interest rate and yung length of time naman po ang nawawala. Okay? So, instances when PR or T might be unknown. Ano po ba yung mga formulas na pwede nating gamitin? Siyempre, ito pong mga formula na to ay dinerive lang po natin galing po sa ating original formula na I equals P times R times T. So, ito po yun. Kapag unknown ng R or ang ating rate, so we'll use this formula, rate equals interest divided by the present value times the length of time. Kapag naman po length of time ang nawawala, so length of time is equal to interest divided by the principal times the rate. At kapag naman po principal amount or yung present value ang unknown, so we have present value equals the interest divided by our rate of the interest times the length of time. Okay? So, meron na po tayong 4 na formula dito na pwede po nating magamit in solving the simple interest. Okay po? Now, since I is equal to P times R times T and F is equal to P plus I, we have F equals P plus I. So, ito po ay na to, since equal po siya sa PRT, so papalitan na natin siya ng PRT. Okay? And then, meron po tayong common term na P. Alright? So, common term natin ay P. Then, P times 1 is P. P times R times T is PRT. Okay po? So, eto na po ang ating isa pa na formula. At ginagamit po natin ito kapag tayo ay hahanap ng final amount or tinatawag na future value or the maturity value. Okay? Now, i-take note lang po natin na kapag nakita natin yung rate, hindi po basta-basta na substitute natin yan sa ating formula. Okay? So, ano po yung rate? Yung rate po yung makikita natin na naka-express in percent. Okay? Or meron pong percent sign. But, bago po natin gamitin sa computation, huwag nating kalimutan na i-convert to decimals. Okay? So, ganun din po pagdating sa time. Ang atin pong length of time ng loan or investment must always be expressed in years. Again po, dapat po naka-in years po ang ating time bago po natin i-substitute or bago po natin i-compute. Okay? So, paano po pag ang given ay days or paano po kapag ang given ay month? Okay? So, eto po yon. In cases that the time is expressed in months or days, do not forget to convert it to its equivalent number of years using the following conversion formulas. So, kapag T, ang given natin ay months, so T equals N months means that the time or the length of time is equal to N divided by 12. Okay? Bakit po? Kasi we have 12 months in a year. So, magiging answer natin dyan is n, the given time, divided by 12. Yun po ang ating answer. Okay? Paano naman po pag days? Ano po bang gagamitin? 360 po ba? Or 365 days? Okay? So, eto po yun. Depende po kung 360 or 365. Dahil meron po tayong tinatawag na ordinary interest at exact interest. Okay? Kapag days po ang ating given na time. Okay? Pag ordinary interest po, M, or yung ating pong time in days, divided by 360 days para makuha natin yung time in years. Okay? Kapag naman po exact interest, we'll use 365. No? Doon natin i-divide yung ating given days para ma-convert natin into years. Okay? So, yun lamang po ang ilan sa mga mahahalagang bagay or points, no, na kailangan nating malaman sa atin pong pag-compute ng simple interest. Alright? So, sa atin pong mga next video, doon naman po natin ipapakita yung iba't ibang paraan ng, or iba't ibang example ng simple interest as well as we will solve problems involving simple interest. So, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe.